Good morning. This is part 3 of my story about I married an Isaan woman 23 years ago. And I did actually marry an Isaan woman 23 years ago. I've mentioned in my last video, and I will say this again, that no real names will be mentioned. And if I do show photos of her and her family, the faces will be hidden because I have to respect the privacy of her and her family. Obviously they may not want me to show their faces or, mention anything about, their names or whatever. So to respect her and her family, I'm going to keep that information private. But my story is very true, and if you want to listen to it, I would appreciate it for you to watch the whole video and to please press the like and subscribe button. I apologise in advance for any stuttering or gaps in my story, but all of my videos are unedited. I don't edit any videos, and everything is just done on one take, and that's it. So anyway, I got to the point before mentioning that the lady that I met, she was 22 years old when we first started talking, and I was 37 years old. So that was 23 years ago, as I'm now just over 60 years old. Obviously, I was a lot younger and a lot better looking. I didn't have all these lines around my eyes or whatever, and my teeth were in much better condition than they are now. I may even have had some brown hair instead of grey hair, but unfortunately in life you get older and these things happen. But I'm still quite fit, and I'm doing okay. So anyway, this young lady who in those days we didn't have the vast amount of social media that we have these days. Actually 23 years ago we never had YouTube and we never had Facebook. The social media that we did have was very limited. It was mainly looking for like websites on the internet that you could have. There were chat rooms. There was probably a lot of chat rooms in those days, and people would kind of communicate from different countries through that. So anyway, I joined this website. It was called friendfinder.com, and I think it's still available these days, where you could meet people from all different countries. So as I was thinking of travelling to Thailand, and my intentions were, I would like to have found a girlfriend. So I was looking on this friendfinder.com, and I was looking at quite a few different ladies, but this one actually caught my eye, and she was from a village outside of Nongkhai. Now, I didn't know nothing about Thailand at all. I didn't know where Nongkhai was. Obviously now I do know more about it. But in those days, I was just interested to meet someone and hopefully build up a friendship and a relationship, and see how it went from there. So I saw the photo of this young lady, and I linked up with her, and we got chatting. Her English was very broken at the time. She was not very good at English, but she was learning. So but she did tell me that she had a sister who was already in the UK, and that her sister had married an Englishman, and that if I wanted to find out any information about her, that I could contact them, and that they would tell me what I wanted to know. And I did actually contact them, and we had exchanged a few emails introducing ourselves, and they said that if I wanted to pop down to see them, They lived 100 miles away down the south coast. So if I wanted to go and see them, I was more than welcome, and that they would tell me more about this lady, and that you know, so that did actually happen. I did go to see them. They were very nice people at that time, and they invited me into their house, and so the husband was actually living with his father, so it was a father's house at the time. But he was living there with his wife, who was his Thai wife, and they invited me in. We had a lovely Thai meal, got talking. I found out a lot of information, and the intentions of that young lady, of what she really wanted, and what she really wanted was to meet a British man and to get married. So anyway, I went back to my home and carried on exchanging emails with this young lady who was 22 years old, and we built up a friendship, and I was warming to the to that kind of topic of marriage, because I did know other people, or I knew one person in particular who was married to a Thai woman, and he brought her back to the UK, and she was a lot younger than him, and they actually had a couple of children. They were really happy, and I thought to myself, well, if he can do it with his Thai girlfriend, now his wife, why couldn't I do it, And so I became more and more interested in that in that kind of decision to get married to this girl, to this woman. So it got to the point where I was to travel. My travel date was kind of confirmed. It was June 2003, and I built up such a close relationship with this woman that we had actually decided online, decided that we were going to get married, and that when I would travel to Thailand, I would meet her in Bangkok. She would be with a chaperone at the time, and I would meet her, and we would spend time together, and that we would actually get married. And yeah, it sounds so quick, and it sounds so kind of, I don't know, it just sounds so quick, really. Maybe it sounded irresponsible, I don't know. But I was so kind of in love. I suppose I was in love in a strange kind of way. I think I was in love with the idea more than the person. And the idea of having a wife who was 15 years younger than me, who was beautiful, and who was quite innocent, because she hadn't had any relationships before. And I know a lot of you watch this, you won't believe that, but it is actually the truth, that I was her first serious relationship. So yeah, so that was that, and anyway, that's part 3 of my video. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and I will tell you more in the next video. So until then, bye-bye. Thank you.